Using solar as main source, the next source is battery, and the next priority is grid. For the purpose of controlling, we are using Arduino Uno, and the purpose of communication, we are using Node MCU. These relays are source side relays, these relays are load side relays. This is AC voltage sensor, solar voltage sensor, and the battery voltage sensor. This is inverter to convert DC to AC. In the circuit, we are using in two modes, auto mode and manual mode. At present, the system is in auto mode, and the solar voltage is 14 volts. So the solar will connected supply the sources, and the ES and NES relays will be in on condition. The same thing we see here. The solar relay will be on, and the load relays ES and NES relays will be on. And if the solar voltage drops, the only ES relay will be connected to supply, and the NES relay will be disconnected. The green bulb is ES and yellow bulb is NES. Here seen on cloud, the solar relay will be on, ES relay will be on, and the NES relay will be disconnected. If the solar will drop, the battery will automatically come into action. If the battery exposure is about to 60%, then ES and NES relays will be connected, and the battery voltage in between to 40 to 60, only ES will be on. And again, if the battery will drops to below 40%, then the both relays will be disconnected. And if in case the grid is available, then connected to grid. In grid condition, the both ES and NES relays will be in on condition. And the same thing we seen on LCD screen, cloud, and the kit. We are at present we are using on manual mode, auto mode. Now we are switching to manual mode. From the manual mode, we can fully selected the manual mode. We can select sources and load operations. Here we select grid relay, so the grid will be on. The grid will source supply the loads. And if we select ES, and the NES relay will be on. At the same, we can select solar relay. We can turn off the grid relay and select on the solar relay, on of same battery relays, and ES and NES relays. We can fully control all the relays by changing into manual mode. Up to now we have seen about auto mode and manual mode automatic switchings. Now we are seeing about load swapping. That means ES converted into NES, and the NES will be converted into ES. Here we are considering two ES loads and two NES loads, and we consider two rooms. That is room 1 and this is room 2. This is room 1 NES and ES, room 2 ES, room 2 NES. Here we switch the ES into NES or NES into ES by switching signal, by applying switching signal through cloud. This is room 1 and room 2. We assume the essential loads, ES load is light, and the non-essential load NES is fan. This is NES. This is room 2 ES, room 1 ES, room 1 NES, room 2 ES. By sending signal through cloud, we can swap the NES into ES. We have seen that the fan will be on. That means the ES will be acts as NES, and the same the NES will be acts as ES. And we have converted room 2 NES into ES. We have seen that the NES will be on, and we converted light 1, that is ES, into NES, and the light 2 ES into NES. And at the same time, we can turn off the switching signals for both ES. They will act as ES, and the NES will be act as NES. Now we are seeing manual. By turning on the manual mode, we can select the switches, battery relay, light 1 and light 2, light 3. Likewise, all the relays will be controlled manually.